Hello, my LGBTQ plus lovelies. It's Elliot Bright with The Gaily News, your daily dose of everything LGBTQ plus that actually matters. It's Thursday, June 11th, and Pride Month is serving every emotion possible. We've got heartwarming neighbor stories, corporate realness, legendary icons speaking out, a powerful coming out moment from the rugby field, and some disturbing news from across the pond. Let's get into it. We're starting with a story out of Western Massachusetts that will restore your faith in humanity, at least a little. One person had their pride flag stolen. Not once, not twice, but 3 separate times. After the third theft, they woke up to an anonymous letter from a neighbor who had been watching the whole thing. In the letter, the neighbor apologized for not speaking up sooner and included money to buy a new flag, along with a note saying, "Your flag makes this street better." Honey, the internet is in absolute tears over this quiet act of allyship. Sometimes the smallest gestures hit the hardest. Staying in the USA, we've got some surprising corporate news. 11 major brands are doubling down on their Pride support in 2026, despite the usual backlash and boycotts. Instead of pulling back like we saw from some retailers last year, these companies are leaning in with full campaigns, sponsorships, and visible support. It's a reminder that while some corporations fold under pressure, others are realizing that standing with the LGBTQ plus community is not only the right thing to do, it's also good business. Next, dance music icon and ballroom legend Kevin Aviance is opening up in a new To Share interview released by GLAAD. The legendary performer, known for his unforgettable runway walks and hits like Cunty, spoke candidly about resilience, survival, and the power of chosen family. In a month dedicated to visibility, hearing from someone who has been a trailblazer for decades is pure inspiration. Now for an international story that deserves every headline. In Australia, professional rugby league player Kane Evans made history this week by coming out as gay on live television during an interview on Channel 9's 100% Footy. The 34-year-old former player for the Sydney Roosters, Parramatta Eels, and New Zealand Warriors shared his 3 life goals: to play in the NRL, buy his parents a house, and then end his own life. He spoke openly about struggling with his sexuality since he was 15, battling addiction, homelessness, and suicidal thoughts. Kane said a huge weight has been lifted now that he's living authentically. He becomes only the second male player in NRL history to come out publicly. This emotional moment is already being called one of the most powerful in Australian sports history. And finally, some disturbing news from the UK. The Office of the Equality and Human Rights Commission, EHRC, was attacked earlier this week, with reports of vandalism and threats linked to ongoing tensions around LGBTQ+ rights and trans issues. While details are still emerging, the incident highlights how heated and dangerous the discourse around our rights has become in some places. Attacks on institutions meant to protect equality should concern everyone who believes in a fair society. From tear-jerking neighbor kindness and brands choosing courage, to Kevin Aviance dropping wisdom, Kane Evans's brave coming out, and the troubling attack on the EHRC, today's stories capture the full spectrum of Pride Month. We're seeing love, visibility, resilience, and the harsh reality that our fight is far from over. Thank you for joining me for this edition of The Gaily News. In a world that can swing from beautiful to brutal in the same day, I'm grateful you're here staying informed and staying connected. Keep supporting each other, keep living loudly, and keep fighting for the world we deserve. Have a strong rest of your night, and I'll be back tomorrow with more.